Hello everyone. Um, so I'll be giving out a review and basic summary of Aspirants season 3, which I've just watched, and I must say it is a masterpiece. I would recommend it wholeheartedly. It's 5 on 5. So I've already seen the season first and second. The season first was launched in came out in 2021. Second season came out in 23, and this one was third season that came out in 26 March, just yesterday. 5 episodes, very nice. Characters are awesome. Acting is phenomenal. Casting is amazing. The depth of the characters are literally awesome. They are very well written, well directed, and the whole story comes together like a puzzle. All the actors have played very nice roles. Emotionally, it's a very deep and profound story. So the first season focused on the challenges that aspirants of various, in this case UPSC, which is a exam for IAS preparation in India. So all the competitive exams, what aspirants go through that. It was discussed in season 1, focused on three friends. Navin, that is played by Abhilash, played by Navin. Then Guri, played by Shivankrit, and SK, played by Abhilash. So, and other characters are also there. Season 2 focused on their journey. So they have become, one of them is a teacher, one of them has become a businessman, one of them is a has become a DM. So they play with their problems and they try to solve them, and it's a very nice series. So I would say that this is a very uh, healing kind of series. If a person is having some emotionally very deep, it discusses basically the identity. Sometimes we forget who we are. Identity. It discusses the belongingness. Where do we belong? Then relationships. Very depth, in depth. It discusses all the emotions that people go through. Very important thing is that the conflict resolution in this has been done very nicely. How do people feel, and how do they tell? So very nice scene is in the last episode, fifth one, where the also it focuses on language barriers, language as a medium of instruction, and the class divide to a certain extent, but mainly it focuses on what challenges people face because of the communication language, as in the barrier language. And it also has three good songs, which are very nice. But basically I felt it very close to my personal thing, as because uh, the story is near the area that I come from. So it made a very even more impact on me. Also, it focuses on the various problems that people go through during competitive exams. So anyone who has appeared for competitive exams, and I believe most of the people in India have given some or the other competitive exam, so they will be able to relate a lot to the coaching, the characters, and all those coaching days, things. So, in summary, this is a story which plays a lot on realist perspective. It's not overtly optimistic that they are everything is going on very motivation and uh, like very happy-go-lucky thing, and not a very pessimistic thing. Like so, it is a very realistic picture and a very nicely written story. Uh, I would say the hats off to the writers of this show. TVF is awesome. Every time I see a show of TVF, I believe that this is the best show of theirs. Starting from Pictures, then Panchayat, then this one, Sapne versus Everyone, and now this Aspirants. It's class apart. Their writing, their direction, their depth of characters. Uh, it's it's marvelous. A person who can understand these nuances and layers uh, with deep insights. It's a uh, I would say it is 10 on 10. Nothing comes close. So yeah, my purpose of making this video is just to for us to appreciate certain things that come for like appreciate good things in life. That can be anything. And similarly is the thing with this show. In a world of lot of things which are going around and spreading some kind of uh, things which are not very um good or not very desirable, here is a show which is a very nice and very healing and very uh, story driven show, emotionally very heavy and deep with layers. So we should give lot of importance to such shows, and we should increase the viewership of such shows so people like this can get motivated, and they might get more uh, funds or resources to make such good stories into mainstream media. I know a lot of people don't like such things, but even if 10 to 5 to 10% of the current generation or population, depending on years and their experiences, I presume 25 to 45 years, even 5 to 10% of them, if they come and appreciate such shows and say that this is what we want, so filmmakers and directors and all these people will have to make such shows for such people. Even 5 to 10% in a country like ours, especially people who are um, willing to pay for this and willing to um, basically motivate such people who have made such a nice story. So I believe that it should be, and it should increase as we go. So my point here, why I'm making this video is that if we come forward and start appreciating, people will start watching such shows, and people who believe that good stories can't be made in India, this is a proper response to them. So I believe that people will start appreciating such content and tell their preferences that this is what we want. Some not some random guy dancing in a shirtless thing and uh, doing some hula hoop. We want such nicely written, story driven, emotionally deep characters with lot of real life situations. And again, my point which I highlight here is it is reality based, realist perspective. It does not cater to a very happy go lucky thing or a very pessimistic attitude. It shows the realistic thing, and it does it with very calmness. It does not do it with a lot of um, that one villain is there and they are trying to harm each other, but it is a very healing kind of thing. So I believe that all people should watch such shows and increase the viewership of such shows so that it can go to the writers, go to the other people, and say that, yeah, this is what I want. So, yes, thank you. I believe that TVF should be the priority of our generation, that we should be watching TVF shows, most of us, and we should be talking about them, talking about the stories, characters, what we have seen, uh, rather than the other things. I mean, content. So, when this will be in mainstream, people are bound to take uh, such stories into mainstream filmmaking, and that I believe will be a very big win for our audience. Yeah.